Happy 100 chapters, everyone. And I can't believe I have to say this, but I have to wait a week to wait another week for all of these chaos that were in this 100 chapter. And this 100 chapter is too short. And while reading this whole chapter, my snot is dripping from my face from all of the chaos that Byeonduck has unleashed upon us. Before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my social media at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this episode will contain explicit content and a lot of manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 100 of Painter of the Night. I really hate Min's face in this chapter. Every time he appears, it's just upsets me. The way he is manipulating everyone to think that Jihwa is the root cause of all of these chaos is really sickening. And let us not forget, Jihwa disapproved of Min's plan after the first kidnapping failed. Min just really wants to taste Na-kyum. So Min blackmailed Jihwa to submission for him to say yes, he will be okay going through this second kidnapping. And what the hell is up with that bag? Is that a wooden dildo? What the F? Even Seungho was not sadistic enough to use a wooden dildo on Na-kyum. Like, what the hell is Min also expecting Jihwa to do to Na-kyum? Has he forgotten that they are both Seungho's bottom? Are they supposed to lick each other's hole? Where the hell is fun in that? No wonder Jihwa is absolutely like, no, I refuse. Well, of course he refused because of the blood, but you know what I mean. Like, he's a bottom. I mean, he wouldn't want to be, bottoming another bottom. What is he expecting these two bottoms to do anyway? And what is up with this house that they are in? What is up with all of the yellow talisman around the room? Are they doing it in a freaking haunted house? What the hell is up with Min's taste? It is so freaking dingy. And Jihwa, our dear little Jihwa, he cannot make a solid decision to save his life in this chapter. But then again, I think if we are in his position, we wouldn't know what to do either, because he is literally scared of Min and also scared of what's about to happen to Na-kyum. But I still knew deep inside my heart that Jihwa, you will not disappoint me, and I trust that Jihwa is gonna do better in this chapter. Yes, Jihwa might have been very jealous last season, but he isn't really evil-spirited. That was why he let Na-kyum go on the previous kidnapping. Yeah, it sucks that he had to kidnap Na-kyum, but Jihwa was blinded by love before. And in the end of that first kidnapping, since Jihwa had never any intentions of harming Na-kyum, he really just wanted to separate Na-kyum from Seungho. So, he just let him go on the first kidnapping. And in this chapter, it kind of feels like Jihwa's gonna do his own thing and he's gonna redeem himself to the point that we might actually be standing for Jihwa as a best boy in Painter of the Night right now. Jihwa, don't let your dreams of Nakyum laying dead in Seungho's arm manifest in reality. I cannot believe that even No Name is the only logical person in this chapter. It looks like No Name is still protecting Jihwa somehow. No Name says that it was because No Name was paid well for that one night's work of kidnapping Nakyum, but I bet you it was that hot and steamy night he shared with Jihwa in his hut that made him very protective of his baby Jihwa. Now back to No Name's suggestion. It's not a bad suggestion. Let Seungho handle all of this chaos. But I am also afraid, what if Seungho kills Jihwa without even listening to what he has to say in the fit of rage? There's two things to look at this. One, he is in so much rage right now that he might actually think that Jihwa is the enemy and just basically strike him down where Jihwa stands in the fit of rage, thinking that Jihwa knows where Nakyum is. But then again, if Seungho was smart and he was still rational, it wouldn't make sense if Jihwa kidnapped Nakyum and Jihwa is also standing in front of him. Those two things doesn't make sense. So we hope that in chapter 101 we do not see the, raging Seungho, but we are hoping that we're gonna see at least a Seungho that listens to reason. That's our only hope right now. Jihwa already did his thing. He ran away from Min. He found Seungho, and he's about to tell the truth. The boy has done what he could do for all of us Painter of the Night fans. Now it is up for Seungho to listen, and we hope that Seungho will listen. You can't blame Seungho though. It seems like everyone thinks that Jihwa is behind this whole plan. And it also seems like Seungho thinks the same way too. That's why Seungho brought the servant of Jihwa. But I kind of have to doubt everything in Painter of the Night right now. Because is that guy really Jihwa's servant though? Now that the servant is right there and Jihwa just appeared, hopefully Byeonduck will address this question. Because I find it really suspicious that this servant is very nervous in front of Seungho. I know that Seungho is really angry, so anyone would be nervous, but he kind of seems like suspicious kind of nervous, and makes me think that this servant might not actually be a servant of the Lee household, but actually a man working for Min. Anyway, smile through the pain, CeeCee. We will get through this chapter. I am just afraid that in chapter 101, Seungho might actually kill everyone in that haunted room or haunted house, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. There's so many weird yellow talisman in that room that I don't know. And if Seungho does kill everyone in that room, I think he might go to prison. And I'm kind of afraid that Byeonduck will say, end of season here. And that would really suck, because when Byeonduck goes on a vacation, she takes a long month's vacation. And this is gonna drive me crazy if she does. The probability that Seungho will go to prison if he does kill everyone in this room is very high, because this room is full of nobles. Unless he doesn't kill anyone in this room, which is very unlikely because he is so furious right now. We can just only hope that maybe No Name has some sort of hidden information that we don't know yet to put the murders of Inhan, the Yoon household servant that was missing, that was weirdly wearing Inhan's clothes. Or if Hena is still alive, then she would not be part of this count. But it kind of sounds like from chapter 99 that she's about to be killed off. So that's the third one, if we're counting bodies right now. And of course, the fourth one would be Nakyum's kidnapping. If all of these murders and kidnapping and missing people justifies the reason for Seung-ho to attack Min and the other nobles, then good, maybe Seung-ho will not face jail time, and we hope so. Because I really don't see how this storyline is gonna continue forward if Min is still out there plotting something against Seung-ho and Nakyum. I really do think that he has to go by the next couple of chapters. Well, I don't know if everyone in this room is gonna die, but I'm pretty sure Seung-ho will skin Min alive, and that's gonna be it for him. It should not be hard for Seung-ho to attack. Apparently this hideout is not that far from Inhan's home, which is where Seung-ho is at the end of this chapter. It should not be that long for Seung-ho to find Nakyum again. Let's just hope that with Jihwa running away and one of the nobles being knocked out by No Name outside that haunted house, we hope that Min will not change locations for him and the other nobles and Nakyum. We hope that they get there in time for Seung-ho to actually save Nakyum. I cannot believe I have to hit another week for this. I am so anxious right now that I can feel my heartbeat as I was reading this chapter. I literally surfed through the chapter worrying whether Seung-ho found Nakyum yet or not. I cannot believe the roller coaster that I'm gonna feel until chapter 101 comes out. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me in my Discord channel. I'd love to hear back from you. And please consider supporting the show by donating as little as 99 cents through www.zealedfujoshi.xyz. Also, don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time.